offense now making their way toward the huddle. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And they'll run it here. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Over the middle, Amari Cooper, it's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Carr. McKinnon here, it's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. And they'll go on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, 734. You're mine.
Right back to him on first down. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now out come the Bills. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And he spots Henderson open left side. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Man open right side. It's the tight end Clay. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Launching one for Henderson. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
The Bills on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Gun. Here we go now. 319. 319.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Melvin. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. And Hopkins' kick is good. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Yeah, here come the Bills. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Gun!
On 2nd down, here's Allen. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man, complete. That one goes for 36 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
The rookie Allen sharp on this drive as he leads his guys up 1st and 10. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back to Buffalo after this. Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
No. Check. Patriot. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And his kick is good. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you...
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 26. A big play that time for the Raiders. 47 yards. They go play action here on first down. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Here's a give to Richard. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Now whistles and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Bills on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. On play action, Allen. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. Operating from the gun, Allen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Allen. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 10 seconds of the half as they've got it 1st and 10. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And this one is going to just tuck in. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park with the Bills taking the lead into the break. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Flush to his right. He'll let this thing go. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 36. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Call it a 6-yard gain. Still plenty of work to do coming up. 3rd and 14.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 47. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been.
And this is caught by Cooper for a Raider touchdown. Amari Cooper, his 4th touchdown on the year. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Allen operating from the gun, and he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
And that's the second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Play action. Now it's Carr. He sets to fire deep. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Now, let's go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Still fighting for more. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Allen off the play fake. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. From the gun, it's Allen. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. And his kick here is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry now for Alex Collins. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
694.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. To throw, it's Carr. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Now a handoff to Richard. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 6 yards on the pickup. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. They come up in an offset eye. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. And his kick is indeed good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Shotgun now for Carr. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Here's a first down run with Collins. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From midfield, here's Carr. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. Carl come up here with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Alex Collins, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. On is Hopkins now for the extra point. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will shave 1 more off this lead. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Now Allen to throw. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. And got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
And here's Allen to throw on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Will Fuller, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to an even 20. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start